to the lounge where the stories climb high. Dr. Rhonda's in the groove where the pages touch the sky. Sip on inspiration, let the moments unwind. Every voice the horizon, new tales intertwine. From pen to passion where the art feels divine. Authors vibing together, creativity and time. So pull up your chair, let your spirit align. Horizons off the lounge where words come alive. Welcome to Horizons Off the Line.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Dr. Rhonda M. Lawson, and I am back with another episode of the Horizons Author Lounge. I hope you all are vibing with the new intro music. I know I love it. I hope you all love it too. I'm excited about it. It just makes me just want to chill. It's giving that whole neo soul vibe, and I'm loving it. So, y'all drop down in the comments and just let me know what you think of the music. Are we hitting? Are we missing? I think we're hitting, but if you think we're missing, let me know, because we're here to meet, we're here to entertain and not to run y'all off. But I don't think we're running y'all off. But we are here. It is the third show of 2026, and I'm here tonight to introduce you to two more authors who will be featured during the Black History Month Literary Weekend. So if you've been watching the show the past couple of weeks, you've already met 5 of the authors. So tonight you're going to meet 2 more. Next week, you're going to be introduced to 3 more. We actually have 14 authors that we are going to be featuring this year during the 10th anniversary Black History Month Literary Weekend. And in case you've been under a rock and you haven't heard, yes, this is the 10th anniversary, and it will be in New Orleans. The rumors are correct. We will be in New Orleans, so I hope you all will be joining us, because we have a full schedule of events that you're going to hear about a little bit later in the show. But like I said, you're going to be meeting some of the authors, and you're in for a treat tonight, because these 2 authors, are neither one of them are strangers to the Black History Month Literary Weekend or to Meet the World Image Solutions. They've been rocking with us for quite a while. One of them is a child of New Orleans. She is a huge, huge, huge lover of the city. She might as well pay her to be what do you call it, an ambassador of the city, because she can tell you anything you need to know about the city. So you're going to meet her in a minute. But before I bring her on, I did want to tell you a couple of things that are going on with Meet the World Image Solutions. So the first thing is, in case you haven't heard, I am a member of the Creators' Rights Movement. I've been invited to be a part of this movement. I am very proud to be a part of this movement. I've been brought on to be an author advocate. And what this means is I am encouraging my fellow writers to be a part of this movement, because many of us may not understand the copyright laws. You think because you have made the investment to get your books copyrighted, which I'm very proud of you if you have, but you may think that because you've done that your books are protected forever. But your books are not actually protected forever. Your books are only protected for up to 70 years. After that, they are basically public domain, and anybody can benefit from your hard work. You're not actually leaving a legacy for your family members. So what the Creators' Rights Movement is trying to do is change these outdated copyright laws so that you can actually have perpetual copyright. And so you are actually going to be able to leave a real legacy to your family, so your family can actually benefit from your hard work and dedication. So I believe that that's very important, because it is really, we all know that it's really hard to write a book. It is really hard to create, whether it's writing a book, whether it's writing music or what have you. So if you understand the blood, sweat, and tears that goes into creating something beautiful, something that you want to pass down to your families, to your loved ones, then go to thecreatorsrightsmovement.com. That's www.creatorsrightsmovement.com, and learn more about the movement. And then click on the petition and sign the petition. We've already gotten over 1,100 signatures, but we need so many more. The work has not been completed yet. So go and click the link It's in the chat below. Click the link, find out more information about the Creators' Rights Movement, and sign that petition so we can get in front of Congress, so we can lobby for updated copyright laws, so we can lobby for more protection for your work. It's very important that we do this. This is not just some fleeting movement. This is very important, and this is about your hard work. Also, I am also an alumni board member of the Armed Services Arts Partnership. This is a wonderful program that is especially for veterans. If you are a veteran, if you are the family member of a veteran, if you are let's say a spouse, the child of a veteran, what have you, you can be a part of this program, and you can actually get free, that's right, FREE, workshops on creatives. This is storytelling, this is writing, we're talking comedy, we're talking playwriting, we're talking visual arts. These are free workshops, especially for veterans and veterans' loved ones. And we want you to be able to take advantage of these. So I'm, as I said, I'm an alumni board member. And what I actually did is I took one of these classes about 2 years ago, and it changed my life. I took the storytelling class. And since then, I've been able to, because I was a writer and I thought that it fit very perfectly into what I was already doing. So I took this 6-week class, and ever since then, I've been doing storytelling. I've been actually going to different events. I was actually even invited to the governor's mansion to do an oral storytelling session, so to speak. And it was a wonderful experience. So if you are a veteran and you think you might want to do something like this, it's absolutely free of charge. Just go to, and the website is right here on the screen as well as in the chat, asap.org, and find more information. There are classes that may take place in your city, and there are some classes that are virtual if there are no classes that are given in your city. But I encourage you to look for some classes and channel some of that creative energy that you may have going on right now. And maybe you don't have a class or a workshop in your city. Maybe you might want to donate. You can donate as little as $25, maybe even $10 or even $5 to keep this wonderful program going. No, in fact, there is no amount that's too small. So think about doing that. Think about supporting this wonderful program. If you'd like more information, go to the website, or you can message me, and I'm happy to talk with you if you'd like to know more about it. So without any further ado, I'd like to bring on my very first guest, author Michelle Knight. As I said, author Michelle Knight just disappeared. I hope she's coming back. So, oh, there she is.
Wasn't your first one? I'm sorry. Hello, everyone. How are you?
Hello, what happened to you, Michelle?
I'm playing with the camera. I wasn't expected to be the first one. I'm sorry.
I know. I think Emily was supposed to be the first one, and I messed it up. My bad.
That's okay. That's okay. You can do that, Queen, first. Look, I don't mind. I don't mind. Look, I like to talk.
I know,
So
but see,
that's okay.
I'm not gonna let you go past 20 minutes.
Okay. That's okay. That's okay. Look, it's happy MLK Day. I'm excited. We did, our mission today. We fed the hungry today. We did
Yes.
36,000 meals today.
Oh,
So
that's
look,
amazing.
I know, right? That was wonderful. So look, I'm here chillaxing. So you can let Queen Emily do her thing, and I'll sit here and I'll wait. Let the doctor do her thing.
No, Emily said no. She said you go ahead and take it.
Okay. Well, come on.
I'm happy to hear that. I actually went to the NAACP MLK breakfast this morning, and Yes, it was amazing. I was all fired up. Just ready to get out there and do my part. It was a huge reminder to make sure that we're getting out there and voting in this upcoming election. It's very
Absolutely.
important.
Hey, little brother, I see you on there. Absolutely, absolutely. This today was wonderful, and to be able to give back to the community today was phenomenal. I did it with my girls, so yeah, today was phenomenal.
Wonderful. Well, and I think this is a really good introduction into talking about the Black History Month Literary Weekend. I'm so
Mhm.
glad that you are once again going to be a part of this weekend.
Yeah, I wouldn't miss it for the world. We've been rocking with you for some time now, and every year seems to get better and better. So yeah, I thank you for the platform, Rhonda, that you have created for me and the other authors. And again, it gets better and better every year. If you guys have not started rocking with Rhonda, you are missing out being with Dr. Lawson. She creates a platform for us to be able to be seen, and we have done it in Washington, in Maryland for some time. And this year should be even more phenomenal. So you guys, please hook up with her for next year. If you did not get to do it this year, next year, this is what you say, 5 years?
No, this is the 10th year.
10 years. I'm sorry. Look, time has been passing. This was the 10th year. And look, we're gonna party. We're gonna rock like rock stars out there. Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. And
Mhm.
this and you're from New Orleans, so this is a homecoming for you.
Yes, yes, yes. So look, my mom is looking for me to be there for Namtok, so I'm gonna be there a little bit earlier, so I can hit up the parades with her. It's gonna be cold. I was waiting to be there in my hot girl shorts. Y'all didn't hear that from me. But then it decided to get cold, so I'm not gonna be in them hot girl shorts. Um, I'm gonna be there with that. I'm gonna be the hey girl with the red shirt. I'm gonna have that red shirt, that purple shirt, that green shirt, and that gold shirt, or the yellow shirt. But I'm gonna be there, and I'm gonna have.
I think I'm gonna give me some Mardi Gras furry boots.
You know what? I can't tell y'all what I'm gonna be in. It's gonna be a surprise, but it will be cute though. But I am bringing Serenity with me. I'll tell you that much. Because this book is dedicated to New Orleans, and I can't wait to bring her home. So we could teach people about our culture and how to cook gumbo without the lobster in there, the corn in there, and the potatoes. Take it out. Stop. Don't do that no more.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I see a lot of videos where people are talking about making gumbo, and I see some of the things they're putting
Mhm.
in the gumbo, and I'm
Oh.
like, are you sure you're from New Orleans?
Oh, let me tell you, I went somewhere today and I wanted the taste of gumbo because I made something for, Thanksgiving and Christmas,
Yeah.
of course. My parents were here. But I'm not gonna say the name of the restaurant, but I went
Okay.
today and I expected, but it's somewhere me and you have visited together.
Mm,
And
mm.
so
I know where you're talking about.
so they have a new one here. And so I went today and I said, well, let me see if y'all got it together. And I said, minus some tomatoes. Don't put no tomatoes in mine. And so it was so sandy. I'm gonna say sandy. I couldn't even eat it. I said, I'm not gonna pay for this. Y'all take that back. Just give me my drink, take that back, and I'm gonna go eat at home. Um, Argue with your mama, don't argue with me. This not right. That don't stop doing this. I'm gonna need y'all to take my cookbook and give it to them cooks back there. The recipe is in the bag. Okay. The recipe, I'm gonna give y'all a free copy because y'all ain't doing it right. Don't do that no more. Stop doing it. Yeah. But
Stop
yeah,
that.
stop doing it. But yeah, I'm
Now,
excited.
step with it. That experience that we had in your city, not your city, New Orleans, but the
Mhm,
city where you currently live.
mhm.
Because I think you had gumbo in the one restaurant that we went
Mhm,
to, and then the next day I decided to try gumbo at a different restaurant,
mhm,
and I wasn't happy with that gumbo.
mm-mm, mm-mm.
So I think we both had some gumbo experiences that weekend.
And granted, by us being from Louisiana, of course, it's not going to have the same flavor we're used to or we're expecting, especially because we make it.
Yeah.
But be a little bit close, just a little bit, just a tiny bit, an eyeball close, just a little bit. Um, Not saying that we're perfect. We're not chefs. We're just from New Orleans. We're from New Orleans. So, of course, we're going to be looking for a certain flavor. And of course, it's not going to be that perfect flavor or have that perfect little twang that we're looking for. But baby, just come on, just come on, do it, do us a little favor, just a little bit, just a little bit. Don't put that fish in there. Don't don't. Just, I'm just saying, can we get a little? Can a sister get a little break? When I seen the roux was dark, I said, okay, we might be cooking with a little Crisco. Okay, he might have did something, but when I put it on my palate and I taste the sandpaper, I was like, wait a minute. Is the flour crunchy? Did he burn the root? What did they do? Did they use a jar of something? I don't know what they did, but it just
I
wasn't
don't know
right.
what they did. I don't know what they did, but I know what they didn't do.
But for $26, I know what I wasn't doing. I wasn't giving them my money. I wasn't doing it today, not tomorrow, not next week. No, so they just lost my business. Yeah, they lost my business.
Oh my
But
goodness.
I mean, I love Virginia. Virginia's nice. I miss home, but yeah, they can't. I'm not trying nobody else gumbo. I done learned my lesson. Teachable moment. But yeah,
So
but
now, now that you did touch on something I wanted to ask you about. So I
mhm,
saw that you have a new book,
mhm.
and this book is a cookbook.
So it is a cookbook, somewhat. It is a cookbook. It has the recipe in the back, but it's more of a father and daughter's love. We have so many books that have the mother and daughter, the sibling love, but we don't have enough books that represent father and daughter. They have so many books that want to represent broken homes, as though we don't have fathers and daughters that do things together. So I felt like because we're from New Orleans and because we have a lot of men that cook with their daughters, especially, during the summertime, we're always having the crawfish bowls. And I love to cook. My husband loves to cook with my girls. That's one of the things my husband did with our daughter. We taught her about seasons when she was young, because season is the heart. We have our holy trinity. That is the heart of us cooking. And so I felt like the representation up in my book, I wanted to make sure the father had a ring on. I wanted to make sure he was cooking with his daughter. There was laughter in the book. And he was teaching her, not just telling her, and they were involved together. So I wanted to make sure my pictures came alive. I wanted to make sure they were in the kitchen together. Mom was there for a second, but it was mainly the father and the daughter. And then all together at the end, all of the family came together and ate with love, because the pot of gumbo represents love. And that's what we have, love.
Love that. So this is a story, but there's kind of a recipe or a cookbook element to it.
Yes. So in the book, this is Cooking with Serenity.
That's
And
so
so and just to show you one of the pictures, this is daddy and daughter. And of course, because we're from New Orleans, we like to make sure our girls have their bows in their hair,
yes.
the socks and the lace socks and everything. I just wanted to make sure everything represented New Orleans to the core. Um, and then in the back, you have the gumbo recipe. Now, this is I have my own little secret that I add, but I just wanted to give them the basic. And then you have how you cook it to make sure that they're cooking it with the directions in the
I
back.
love that.
And then in the front, I wanted to make sure New Orleans knew it was dedicated to them, um, with a solid dedication to the heart and soul of New Orleans.
Yes.
So I
Oh,
wanted
that
to
is
make sure they,
gorgeous.
huh?
I said that is gorgeous. I love the concept.
Yes, so I wanted to make sure, through everything that we've gone through Katrina, through the terrorist attacks, and through everything that they talk about, we still have one thing. We have our soul of cooking. We love to cook. We can come together around the table and eat. I mean, we can go next door to people's house and not even know them. Hey, you got some food? Hey, can we borrow? You got some red beans? Okay. Hey, how you doing? How your mama doing? Can I have a bowl of red beans? Okay, yeah. Hey, baby, Mardi Gras time. We don't even know the people next to us, but they're sharing. The
Yes.
crawfish, they sharing the red beans and rice, the pig feet, whatever they have. We're all coming together to eat. And that's the biggest thing, the soul of our food. We love our food. We're probably the friendliest state there is when it comes to hospitality.
We are the friendliest state
Mhm.
there is. when it comes to hospitality, but we are
Mm-hmm.
very protective of
Yeah,
our culture,
absolutely.
and we
Mm-hmm.
can get very savage when we
Mm-hmm.
feel people are trying to be culture vultures.
Yes,
And when we see
absolutely.
people from other cities or other states
Mm-hmm.
um, try to present certain things as their own. For
Yeah,
instance, as you know, I live in Maryland, and
right.
so we recently found out there are a lot of Louisiana folks who live here. As
Mm-hmm.
you know, we have a whole Mardi Gras crew up here,
Yeah.
and so we found out recently that there was a restaurant opening soon
Mm-hmm.
that had a New Orleans theme. There are a couple of restaurants here with New Orleans
Mm-hmm.
themes. There's one opening up, and a man who's from Louisiana went and met the owners, and then found out that the owners are not from New Orleans, and so
Mm-hmm.
he posted in one of our Facebook groups that the owners are not from New Orleans and
Mm-hmm.
that the food does not taste authentic.
Mm-hmm.
And people got mad at him. But we from Louisiana were like, well, we understand.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna be from New Orleans and say that you have New Orleans food. That's just who we are.
And they have a lot of people that do that here, but and the people from Virginia, they're like, they don't know any better. So they go there, they think it's authentic, they taste it, and they're like, oh yeah. And then I go in there and I'm like, what y'all
Yeah,
eating? What is this? This oh no, baby. No, no. And then they want to get mad because I don't want to pay for it. But you faking the funk. Don't try. I understand you feel like if you put New Orleans or slap New Orleans, name on it, you're gonna make some money because people really, really, really want our food. But if you're gonna do that, at least get a New Orleans cook. At least do that at a bare minimum. Get some New Orleans recipes. Don't
right,
just go in there and try and steal, our recipes and try and replicate them and don't even really have a cook to do it. You know what I mean? So it's just yeah, they do it up here too.
right,
It's
right.
horrible. But yeah,
Well,
they yeah,
speaking
go ahead. Mhm.
And speaking of New Orleans food, I do want to take a moment just to send out a shout out to Dookie Chase Restaurant. I
Oh
don't know if you
yeah.
heard there was a tragedy that
Yeah.
happened there,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
many people may not know, but Dookie Chase was the last place that I
Mhm.
had the Black History Month Literary Weekend before moving it to Maryland.
Mhm.
Back in 2020, I had I held the Black History Month Literary Weekend at Dookie Chase. Well, there was a tragedy that happened there. It
Mhm.
had nothing to do with Dookie Chase. It just happened to
Mhm.
happen at Dookie Chase, and some people have tried to blame the
Associated.
restaurant tried to associate the restaurant with what happened, and it just so happened that the incident took place at the restaurant, but it had nothing to do with the restaurant. So I just want to give a huge shout out to the Chase family and to Dookie
Mhm.
Chase, and give you much love.
And to the
And
owners, I was just there too. I
yeah,
wanted to do a book signing there for Serenity. So much love to them, much love. And I'm sending hearts and prayers to them. And may they recover from it because that is a hard
absolutely.
pill to swallow.
It really is. So I'm coming home next month.
Mhm.
I'm planning to eat there. I
I'm coming with you.
Thank you. Please do. I encourage anybody who comes to the city, do not let this
Mhm.
incident keep you from going to this restaurant. It is still a wonderful restaurant, and it's a
Mhm.
wonderful family.
Mhm. And their food is phenomenal, top tier.
Yes,
Jumbo, everything, top tier.
absolutely. Absolutely. Well, oh my goodness. We could be talking all day about New Orleans because that's what we
Oh, I
do.
know. And Mardi Gras time is coming. Oh my God. And if y'all can come, look, don't meet us there. Beat us there to the book signings at Barnes and Nobles. Look, we have something for every genre. Meet us there. You're going to meet some phenomenal authors. The next one that's coming up, her next guest is phenomenal as well. You're going to miss out if you don't come this weekend. I'm telling you, you're going to miss out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now,
Mhm.
are you bringing any other books? Because this isn't your only book. You also have some books about friendship.
So I am bringing Kirby. So I have a trademark character plush, which is Kirby. Kirby is, yeah, it's okay to be different.
Oh, so
So I am bringing him.
gosh.
So we have crack charms for Kirby. We have T-shirts for Kirby. Kirby has a coloring book. So I have the friendship tree. I have church crackers and juice. God don't make junk. So I have a plethora of things with me. Look, we have another release coming out hopefully by school time. We back on the road. We back clocking. I'm excited for this year. 2025 took some things, but 2026 is reclaiming. So I am looking forward to this year. Absolutely.
All right. Well, we look forward to supporting you, and we look forward to seeing everything that you have planned.
Yes, I look forward to seeing you. I look forward to seeing you guys in New Orleans. I can't wait. If you see me, tap me and I'll have a crock charm for you. Just say you see me on this live and I got you.
All right, Miss Michelle. Now tell us where we can find your books, and just for the people who may be watching and they may not be able to make it to New Orleans.
So you can always find my books on my website, www.bmrbookcase.com. You can find them on Amazon, and you pretty much can find them on all platforms, Walmart, Barnes and Nobles, Target. I know we don't shop on Target, but if you want to just buy my books, you can buy them there too. But pretty much all platforms. If you want Kirby, he's pretty much available on my website. His coloring book is on my website and Amazon as well. Not on Barnes and Nobles yet, but it's coming. But pretty much everything you want is signed by me on my website, www.bmrbookcase, and follow me on Instagram. Yes, I'm trying to build my forte.
And I'm gonna tell you, I've seen Michelle's Instagram. This woman needs to have way more followers because her content is amazing. She is doing her thing on Instagram.
I try.
All right. Well, thank you, my sis.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. I love you guys, and I can't wait to see you guys in New Orleans.
All right. Love you too. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So that was author Michelle Knight. She is the author of a number of books, but the Kirby series. And tell us the name of your the latest book one more time.
Cooking with Serenity Gumbo is on the menu.
Oh, that is such a beautiful cover. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Royalty.
Huh?
Royalty. Purple.
Yes. That purple is just boom.
Fire. Fire.
All right. Good night, Michelle.
Bye, you guys.
All right. So that was author Michelle Knight. So now, you heard us talking about the Black History Month Literary Weekend. So there's a lot of events happening all throughout the weekend, and I want you to be a part of it. And I want to give a huge shout out to Camille Whitworth, the owner of the Baroness Lounge, who I just spoke with on yesterday, and we just confirmed the Baroness as the location for the meet and greet, which will take place on February 19th. That's on Baronne Street in New Orleans. If you got an all access ticket, which means that you will be attending all events throughout the entire weekend, then you will have a ticket to the meet and greet that will take place on February 19th. But all of the authors, the sponsors, and our partners and our guest speakers will be there on February 19th at the meet and greet. Now, on February 20th, we're going to kick the weekend off with our Black History Month Writers Workshop. This is a free event. We are partnering with One Book, One New Orleans. I'm so excited about this partnership. So they are actually going to be giving out free copies of author Sky Jackson's book. She is a New Orleans author, and I'm going to be doing a 10-minute interview with her. But we are also going to have classes taught by myself as well as Brian Smith. And Brian Smith he's from New Orleans, but he lives in Texas now, but he's from New Orleans as well. So I'm looking forward to him being there. And then we're going to have 13 authors who are going to be in the place. So we're going to have breakout sessions led by these authors, so you can ask questions of these authors. And you can get copies of their books if you like as well. So this is going to be huge, and it's going to be absolutely free. But you have to register in advance because seating is limited. So make sure you go on Eventbrite and get your free registration. But there's also VIP options available. So maybe you're thinking of writing your own book and you want some extra help. You can get a strategy session. You can get workbooks. You can get a publishing worksheet. So if you would like that VIP option, just go to the Eventbrite page and you can get information on getting that VIP option as well. Now, after the writer's workshop, we will be over at Barnes & Noble at 4:30. So you can go meet us at Barnes & Noble, where we'll have a huge book signing where you can meet all of the featured authors, and you can get signed copies, take pictures with the authors. That will be in Harvey, Louisiana, which is not far from where the writer's workshop will be, which is going to be at the Algiers Regional Library. But Barnes & Noble is, like I said, not very far from there on Manhattan Avenue. But then we are going to kick it later that night at Cafe Istanbul for the Black History Month Comedy Night, featuring Steve Brown. We're also going to have comedians Nicole Blue, Rod Minger, and comedian Christopher Columbus. This is going to take place at 7:30. This is a Black History Month Literary Weekend event. We're going to be there just laughing our little patooties off. So I want to see you guys there as well. Tickets are already on sale. We do have a VIP option for this as well, which includes a drink. It includes an author meet and greet, as well as front row seating. So you don't want to miss this. So make sure that you get your tickets for the comedy night. Now, that's all happening on February 20th. And remember, if you get an all access ticket, you get tickets to all of these events. Now, the last event for the weekend will be the Black History Month Ivory and Cream Affair Literary Jazz Brunch. I'm talking live music. I'm talking a full buffet. You get to meet 14 featured authors. We're going to have guest speakers, Councilman Eugene Green, as well as Louisiana researcher Lisa Aubrey, who's going to be talking about her journey to Kenya that's coming up. And I'm looking forward to that because I kind of want to go. We're also going to be awarding our essay contest winners, our For the Culture Book Award winners. Our guest host will be Shartia Love Jones, who is formerly a featured author, but I'm telling you, she is an even more amazing host, and I'm looking forward to her being a part of this as well. So make sure you get your tickets for that. And now remember what I said: if you get an all access ticket, you get tickets to all of these events. So make sure you're a part of this. And now, just very quickly, I'm going to show you a quick video so you can see once again all of the special guests who will be a part of this amazing weekend. And then after you see this video, we will meet our second guest, Dr. Emily Woolcock. Bear with me, y'all. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Emily Woolcock. Hello, ma'am.
Hello, Dr. Rhonda. Thanks for having me on your platform.
And thank you for being here. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. It's been a wonderful Martin Luther King's weekend, and it was a nice break.
Did you do anything special today?
Well, today I did a lot of driving because I drove down from Jacksonville down to Fort Lauderdale. But yesterday I did attend a Martin Luther King breakfast, and I left my family preparing to go do a march this morning.
Oh, wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So I'm glad we all got to do something to celebrate Dr. King this weekend.
Yes.
Wonderful. Now, you've been a bit of a globetrotter because you were also on a cruise recently.
Yes, I had to take a break for my sanity.
I get it.
I did something different for New Year's this year. So we decided to go on a New Year's cruise. My younger sister, this is the first year that all her children were out of the house, so we're teasing her. So herself and my husband, her husband, and a couple of other friends of ours went on a cruise together. So it was a nice change. It was a different way to bring in the new year.
I love that. I might have to take a cruise for Christmas or something, or New Year or something, just something different.
Yes, you get to relax. You have so much entertainment on board. And then when the ship docks in the different stops, you get to see different places.
Absolutely. I mean, you gave me an idea. I'm going to think of something.
Yeah. Well, let me know because I like to travel.
Girl, I know you do. But now speaking of traveling, you've been doing a lot of great things because I know, I think it was maybe a year or two ago, you also had the opportunity to do a TED Talk in Africa, I believe.
Yes.
That was an amazing thing.
Yeah, that was amazing. It was 2 years ago. I did the TED Talk. And then the following year, I brought a delegation of physicians down to get their TED certification in an association with the University of Johannesburg. So that was really good. Yeah. So I got to go twice in 2 years. Yeah.
Oh, that is amazing. Tell me about that experience. That had to be surreal.
It was. My TED Talk was actually based on racism and how it affects us not only psychologically, but also physiologically. Racism can actually lead to depression, can lead to death, can lead to stroke, can lead to high blood pressure, depending on how you internalize, the effects of it. So I talked about that. I talked about, my first real brush with it. It actually happened when I was in 11th grade. My teacher went around the class asking everybody what they wanted to be when they grew up. And when I said I wanted to be a doctor, she burst out laughing.
Wow.
Yes. And she told me, oh, our Negroes do well. You will probably be a good administrative assistant one day. So, that's changed something within me because I became withdrawn. And my parents noticed and they asked me what was going on, because I didn't want to talk. I stopped talking about being a doctor, and that was something I've always talked about. And, they told me to just forgive her and just show her, instead of, being depressed and withdrawn from it, show that person what you can do. Yes. And that became my mission, and I would have talks with her about it. And even when I got into medical school, I actually went back to the school to show her all my letters of admission.
Come on, what'd she say? I'm being messy now.
Yeah, she said, yeah, that's nice. I gotta go. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I said, well, mission accomplished.
She couldn't tell you she was wrong.
Yeah. So yeah.
Well, you know what? You showed her in your own way.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And now not only are you a doctor, but you're an international TED Talk speaker. You're also an award-winning author, a multi-published author. And you're doing some great things. I mean, and I love your platform. And because I think that story you just told goes perfectly with the books that you wrote.
Right.
My doctor looks like me.
Right. Because as someone who has had all these experiences, it was not lost on me that there were other people out there who were striving for the same thing, but just couldn't get to that end because you have so many negative forces around you. So growing up in Waterbury, Connecticut, you know, when I would tell some of my friends that I want to be a doctor, they would laugh and said no, you know, because at the time there were no Black physicians in Waterbury, Connecticut. Okay, that's where I grew up. That's where I went to high school. And I wasn't getting support from my teachers, you know, that wasn't something that I was seeing. So it didn't happen, you know. And literature and experience has shown that once a kid identifies with an adult that they see themselves to be, it kind of changes the psyche and really helps to inspire the child, right? So I really had no role models, but when I was halfway through college, I did a summer program at the University of Connecticut Med School where I met other students who have gone through what I've gone through, you know, and we supported each other and we decided to just see it through. And that was very helpful to me, you know. So after I finished that program and did the whole med school application thing, got in, then I started writing little self-help books, you know, showing the kids how to apply to school, where the programs are, where the summer programs are that give you that first glimpse of what life in medicine would be like. And you know how to address questions during your interview process. So that was actually my first book. That was before the internet, and I remember going to Kinko's to make copies of it. Yeah, so that was my first book. So when I started practicing, you know, it wasn't lost on me the favor that I've had. You know, here I am being a leading orthopedic surgeon, one of only 5 at the time Black female reconstruction specialists. You know, then I became the TEDx speaker, a medical expert, an author. So I decided to mentor students on the high school level, college level, medical school, nursing school in my practice. I had a large practice in Southeast Georgia, and you know, we had rooms. So you can come in, learn how to assess a patient, follow me around, see what I do, learn how to put on casts. You know, I had a surgical suite in my office, so I did some small outpatient cases. You know, they were able to observe that. And then some afternoons we would have sessions where I would ask them about what they saw and how well they could relate and describe what they saw, because that would be helpful when they went on to professional schools themselves, you know, in the interview process. So we did that. And then I started realizing that some kids in high school already had their mindset made for them. They already have told themselves that, no, this is not for me. And then I decided, well, you know, maybe we need to start reaching out to even younger students. And that was the birthplace in my head for the idea for the children's books. And I started writing the books because the whole purpose is to plant small seeds to inspire change, you know, and if we can get to the kids that are even younger and let them know, yes, you can, you know, there are no ceilings holding you back. We've broken all the ceilings. All you need is some self-dedication, some self-motivation. You have people out here who will help you, guide you along the way. And that's where that's why I started writing those children's books. So I have 4 versions of it. It's entitled My Doctor Looks Like Me. Brown girl, brown boy, black girl, and black boy. So it's basically to inspire brown and black kids to achieve more, even if they don't have family or family, relatives in the family that they can look up to for that particular career path that they want to choose, or even if they don't know anybody. But if they can see themselves with my characters and identify themselves and think that if there's a possibility, then I've made a change.
At the risk of sounding political, and I'm not looking for a political answer or anything, but I just feel that because your books are also written in Spanish,
Yes.
and with everything that's going on right now with our current climate in our country, I kind of feel that your books are even more important now, that there are some young Spanish kids, because right now, especially, I was talking with one of my friends who's helping me to plan the event in New Orleans, and there are young Spanish speaking kids who are afraid to go to school right now.
Oh.
And because of everything that's going on right now.
Right.
And I feel that books like yours are so important for them because it helps them to see what's actually possible for them.
Right. You're correct. And I've gotten attacks. I remember I was on one platform, and some of the comments were, we're already divided. Why would you write a book to divide us even more? And that's not the purpose of the book. The purpose of the book is to inspire, Black and brown kids who don't have that privilege of having everything open to them.
It's just like the story that you told, where you said you wanted to be a doctor and your teacher laughed,
Yes.
thinking that it wasn't possible for you to be a doctor. And there are so many kids who look like you, who share your color, who at one time said they wanted to be a doctor and their teacher told them that it wasn't possible.
Right. And then
So
it's not there. Yes. And even sometimes when I go out to these book fairs and present, I met a young lady in Atlanta a couple of years ago. Same thing. She had been applying. She was working in a doctor's office because she wanted to kind of, that was her way of her getting to familiarize herself with what was expected. And she cried as she told me that he asked her what she planned to do. And when she told him she was applying to medical school, she said he just laughed in her face. And she said, and it happened the week before this book fair in Atlanta. And she said she just stopped applying. And I told her, no, by no means, no. Get those applications back out, finish those essays. You can't let him decide your future.
Yes.
We have to decide what we want to do and then go on and get it. We are not owed anything. We have to do it ourselves, but we have to believe in ourselves. And, that's the purpose of my books.
Well, I'm really glad that you are still telling these stories. Are you planning on expanding the series in any way?
Yes. As I get closer to retirement age, and, I've been thinking about doing more like engineers, pilots, and some of the kids that do have the books have reached out to me through their parents to ask me to write. One child asked me to write a book about meteorologists. Another one asked me to write about ballet dancers. So yeah, so there's a need. The kids are, they are looking for inspiration, and we shouldn't discount them. So yeah, I want to do more, not only with this series, but also with the middle school kids, because this book is written for kids between the ages of 3 and 9. So then we have our middle schoolers, and then we have our high schoolers who we need to continue to encourage to be steadfast and strong and believe in what you want to do. Yeah.
Come on. Yes. Just hit them all.
Yes.
Well, I
Yeah.
am so excited that you are coming back. I'm trying to count how many Black History Month literary weekends you've participated in.
3 so far. This will be the 4th.
I was just about to say, I think this is your 4th one.
Yeah.
I think you missed 1 year, right?
Yes, I missed last year.
Dang, that was last year. Yeah.
Yeah, that was last year. Yeah. The time has flown so fast, though. It doesn't even feel like it's been almost 2 years.
I know. Well, I'm glad that you're coming this year. We're going to have a good time.
I am looking forward to coming to New Orleans. You know,
Yeah.
the good food. I was listening to you and Michelle talk about food. Yeah. I just love the food in New Orleans. I swear if I lived in New Orleans, I would be on my 600-pound life. Well, I am looking forward to coming. Yes.
Yeah, we are looking forward to having you.
It's true, though. Yeah.
Well, tell us where we can find your books.
My books can be found on my website, mydoctorlookslikeme.com. It's all spelled out as you see on the screen. And doctor is spelled out. So it's mydoctorlookslikeme.com. And on Instagram, it's Looks Like Me Books. Okay, Looks Like Me Books is the Instagram account.
Okay, and you are going to bring all of the books with you to New Orleans?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am, with your help.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm bringing all those books.
With your help, yes. We've also, I don't know if you remember the last time I participated, I also put together a book kit.
Yes, I remember that.
Yes, which helps the child really get immersed into the character. So in that kit, each child gets a book, a stethoscope, and it's a working stethoscope, a white lab coat, and a teddy bear, which is the patient. So that's your starter kit to medicine, your first patient. So,
man, I have some family members who could benefit from that. And you have one for boys and girls, right?
Yes.
Or the PAC's unisex?
The packs are unisex, but the book, we put the book.
Okay.
With either the boy, the girl, or the Spanish boy, the girl in there. Mm-hmm.
Wonderful.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, y'all, you heard it here. I told you there's going to be something for everybody. So whether you come to the workshop, you come to Barnes and Noble, you come to the brunch, you come to the meet and greet, or even if you come to the comedy show, even though I've already told the authors they don't need to bring their books to the comedy show, I just want them to have a good time at the comedy show. Because the comedy show is going to be all about the comedians, and the comedians are probably going to have their T-shirts and stuff that they'll be selling. But I just want the authors are going to be working Friday. They're going to be busy. They're going to be up since early. And I just want them to come have a good time at the show. Yes. So don't, if you really want a book, just go to Barnes and Noble and get the book there. Okay, let them have a good time at the comedy show.
Right.
Or come to the brunch. Yeah,
or come to the brunch. Definitely come to the brunch.
Yes. And seats are limited for the brunch, so don't be trying to come at the last minute talk about can I get in, because I'm gonna say no.
I am so looking forward to New Orleans.
Yes, we're gonna have a good time. I'm looking forward to it as well. Well, I want to thank you once again for joining me tonight. Thank you for being a part of the Black History Month Literary Weekend once again, and for being a part of this milestone year. And I look forward to seeing you in a few weeks.
Thank you. Congratulations on your 10th anniversary. And I'm so honored to share it with you. Yes.
Thank you so much. Have a great one, Dr. Emily.
You too.
Oh, and don't forget to make your hotel reservation if you haven't done it yet.
I've taken care of it. Boom. Okay. I'm going to send you an email for my itinerary tonight.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, y'all. There you have it. Another fun episode of the Horizons Author Lounge. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. These authors are amazing. And I just really look forward to seeing you all in New Orleans. If these two didn't inspire you to get your tickets, I don't know who will. Maybe the authors next week will, because we have some more authors coming next week. But make sure that if you are supporting the Black History Month Literary Weekend in some way. You can get your merch, like your t-shirts or your coffee mugs. I'll have some other merch next week. Just keep watching the Meet the World Image Solutions social media platforms. There's more information there. Keep watching the show. I'm going to have more information about Meet the World magazine next week. So just keep watching. More information to follow on that. And then also watch for the Team MTW Substack. We have some great articles on there already, with more to come. More articles will be loaded up this week on our authors, on AI, on creators' rights. So there's a lot going on, and I want you all to be a part of it. So just keep following us. You'll have links to everything, but I just want you guys to be a huge part of what's going on. But in the meantime, in between time, just keep following us. I love you guys. I'll see you guys next week, and I'll also see you tomorrow on Black Authors Matter TV on the National Black Book Festival Facebook page. So thank you all. Thank you for supporting us, and thank you for rocking with us. Have a wonderful evening. Have a great week. I love you guys. Bye-bye.